The Humane Society of Sedona is located on Shelby Drive in Sedona. Open daily from 10 to 4, they offer adoptable dogs, cats, and rabbits too. This Humane Society will host up to 1,000 animals a year. Volunteers are always needed in local rescues and animal shelters. Ask to speak with the volunteer coordinator. Visit the Humane Society of Sedona online or in person for more information about adopting a new pet.
So this little tyke is named Freddie. Fred, Frederick, Happy Fred, Fast Freddy, we give him a lot of names. You can see a very happy young Pomeranian mix. He's only about 2.5 years old, and he is very active. He loves to play. He loves to go on his walks as long as he can be in front. He has a lot to say to everybody on his walks. He's been kenneled with a couple of other dogs, so he has shown that he can get along as long as they know he's the boss, because he is a very confident little fella. But he loves to just get a lot of exercise, run around. He will need to have somebody that'll pay him a lot of attention, because he does crave attention from people. And if you don't want to give it to him, he'll make sure you know that you haven't been giving it to him, because he does love to be played with. So if somebody is interested in a young, active, happy boy that'll give you a lot of entertainment, because he is quite the character, please come check him out, because he is a sweetheart. And he's also potty trained. We take him out first thing in the morning. He doesn't go in his kennel, so he's a good boy. He could lose a little weight. He's a little bit chunky, but I'm sure anybody who adopted him could take care of that, and he'd make you a really, really fun companion. Right, sweetheart? Say hi. Say hi. So this is our wonderful Holly. She has not been with us very long. She only came to us on October 27th, but already she's one of the favorites of the shelter. She's an 8-year-old Australian Kelpie who had to be surrendered because her family couldn't keep her anymore. But she has got the sweetest, most loving disposition. She's very, very mild-mannered. She loves people. She loves attention. She's totally house trained. She's one of the first dogs we take out because she never messes in her kennel. And she's an easy walk. We take her on just a leash. She doesn't have to have a harness. And she just loves to get petted and be with people. So she really would be great in a quiet, mature household. And she would just love, I think, to lie down with you and be petted and give a lot of love and get a lot of love. So she stares at the cats in the cat room, but not like she wants to attack them. So she might be okay with cats. And she seems to be very docile with other dogs, so she could be with other dogs. But as I said, I think she'd be best in like a mature household where she could just get attention, and she doesn't need a lot of exercise. She's very, very sweet and just loving, and just needs to go to a good forever home so that she can be loved and give love. Right, Holly?
This here is Dobbs. He is a 5-year, 3-month-old neutered Rottie mix. He is a great guy. He's kind of shy, but once you get to know him, as you can see, he'll stick right by your side. He does better with a quiet home. He's kind of a quiet guy himself, and he does like to lay around out in the sun. He doesn't do as well with cats, but as long as they have a place to get up high if he chases them, they should do fine together. He loves other dogs, especially friendly dogs like himself. He does really good with them. And he does prefer a quiet home, so more mature children would be best for him that can understand how to give him some space when he needs it. Again, this is Dobbs. He is a 5-year, 3-month-old Rottie mix, and he is neutered.
Well, this handsome boy with this white streak down his nose is named Rex. He came to us in the middle of July. His family was moving and couldn't take him with them. He's about 5 years old, and he's a healer mix, and he's very, very sweet. The family that turned him in said that he got along with other dogs and cats and kids, so he could be in any kind of a situation. He is very active. He likes to play, and he would be great in a backyard playing with balls probably, or going on a hiking trail. And he is a sweet boy. He likes people. He's not at all timid. And he just is looking for a home where he could be a great addition and be loved and give back love. And we're hoping that you come and check him out. He's a great size. He's not too big. And he is fully grown at 5 years, so he's not going to get any bigger. And he's just a wonderful, wonderful lad, and we want him to go to a great home. So please come check him out. I call her our little chunky monkey. She is a very, very sweet Staffy Terrier mix that has a beautiful blue eye and a brown eye. She came to us in September as a stray, and she is just, I can't say enough about her. She's a wonderful, wonderful girl. She's great on her walk. She's one of the few dogs we can walk just on a collar. She doesn't need a harness. She actually doesn't like a harness. She'd prefer to just be on a collar. And when you get her up in our play yard, she is the most playful thing. She'll roll on her back and she'll do la cucaracha. She'll rub around on her back. She'll toss toys up in the air. She loves to play with toys, and she loves people. She loves to be petted, so she would be a great family dog to have. She would be okay, I think, with kids. Cats are probably not a good idea, and dogs probably need to be introduced. She's pretty particular about what dogs she likes, so she might be best as an only dog, but she just loves people, and she would be an entertainment unto herself in a home. She could lose a few pounds because she does like her food and her treats, but if you got her in a home, I think that she would be really nice to play with and to give you a lot of love and attention, and she would return it with all of her might. So please come and look at her, because she is just such a sweetheart, and she really does deserve a forever home, and we're hoping she gets one soon. Well, this is our drop-dead gorgeous Redmond. Redmond is a 4-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix, and he's got this very intimidating face, but he's actually the sweetest boy on the planet. He's been obviously loved by somebody because he really does love people. He's very potty trained. He doesn't go in his kennel, so he's one of the first dogs that we take for a walk. And once you get him out on his walk, he behaves. He is very strong. He's got a lot of muscle. He's like 100% muscle. So he needs an owner who really can handle him. If he sees something like a rabbit or something, he might pull, so you'd have to be able to hold on to him. But he's not difficult to walk. We have one of our women walks him every day, and he goes along very nicely with her. He would be good with, I think, older kids because he really does have a playful streak. Cats are probably not a good idea. He has a lot of energy and a lot of stamina, so it would be good to have maybe a yard where you could run around and play with him. He'd be great on hikes because he does have a lot of strength in him. And he would just be a really good dog, I think, in a home to play with and just probably lounge around on a couch. Once he got into a house, he'd love to do that. He behaves really well in his kennel. So he'd be a great dog to come and check out. He's got a gorgeous red color. And so we really love him. He's a very, very sweet, sweet boy. Well, who we have here is Ember. We playfully call her our Mae West of Staffies. She is quite the substantial lady, and she's very young. She's only a couple years old. She was found as a stray. She had a black collar on her, so she was somebody's dog, but no one came to claim her. And she is a real loving, loving girl. I mean, she's in with another dog in a kennel right now, and they love to play. She kind of bosses him around. She tells him what to do. But she is a very, very sweet girl and a little shy at first, but once she gets to know you, she is just loving. She gives great kisses. Thank you. And she would be great in a home that wanted a dog that was not overly active, although she does love to play with toys. She tosses toys in the air and has a great time in the courtyard with the toys. She would be best in a house with older children and probably no cats, because the breed is not known for their love of cats. But she could be with other dogs, so she could be introduced to other dogs. She's a very easy walk. She doesn't pull at all on her walk. And she could be in a backyard and would love to just have somebody to give her a lot of attention. And she could lose some weight. We could get some weight off of you. But she's just a lovely, lovely girl, and we're hoping that she finds herself a really loving home. Right? Yes, okay.
This here is Jack. He is a 3-year-old German Shepherd. He is neutered, and the ideal home for Jack would be an active family, because he's a very active dog himself. Someone who likes to hike, go out, have a big open yard for him to run around in. He would do great. He does prefer to be an only child. He is very friendly and very playful, and because of his high energy, he would do better in a home with older children. Again, this is Jack, and he is a 3-year-old neutered German Shepherd.
Well, who we have here is one of the shelter favorites. His name is Cash. He came to us in September as a stray. He's a 3.5-year-old Staffordshire Terrier, and he is just a big, big goofball. He loves people. He gets along with other dogs. He has this female Staffy that he plays with, Ember, all the time, and they just love each other. They even sleep together with their arms around each other. So he's very, very good with dogs, but he would not be good with cats. He was adopted by someone who had cats, and they learned very quickly that cats and him are not meant to be. So he was brought back. So he shouldn't be in a home with cats, but other dogs would work out fine. Children would work out fine. He's been child tested with pulling ears and tails and everything, and he has no reaction. He just loves to play, loves to chase balls, loves to run around. We laugh because when he's going back into his kennel, he makes it sound like a javelina pig almost. He's just a real fun dog to have, and would give a lot of enjoyment to a family, I think. if you just come and check him out. He's a bit of a puller on his walk. He can walk nice, but if he sees something he wants to go for it, and he's kind of strong, so we have him on a harness. But he's just a love. We just love playing with him, and he's one of the favorites of the volunteers to walk every day because he's such a good boy. So please come check him out. Right? Yes, yes. Well, who we have here is Morency, and she's quite something. She's only 10 months old. She came to us on September 23rd because her elderly owner could not keep her anymore. She was a little bit too active for him. And she is a Labrador Retriever, female Labrador Retriever mix. She's got a lot of personality and a lot of energy because she is only 10 months old. She loves to play ball. I mean, she'll return the ball to you, drop it for you to throw it again. She needs a lot of exercise because she is that young. She has lived with other dogs and cats and kids and adults, and she's just very social. But she's going to require a lot of exercise because of her breed and her age. And she is quite an interesting walk. She walks on her harness, but sometimes you got to control her, so she's going to need a little bit of training. But she's got a sweet disposition and a sweet personality. And she loves people, she loves attention, and that's typical of a lab. She's got gorgeous markings on her, and she really just needs to go to a household that is going to give her a lot of training and a lot of attention and play with her and give her some exercise, and then I think she'll just turn into a wonderful, wonderful playmate. So we're hoping that you come and take a look at her and see if she fits your home, so that she can get her forever home, because she deserves it.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Humane Society of Sedona.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell: Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new Fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Camp Verde Eye Care has moved, but not too far, just a few doors from where they were in the Outpost Mall. It's the same expert service from Dr. Jack Houston and his knowledgeable staff in their terrific new surroundings. Since 1976, Camp Verde Eye Care has been helping residents of the Verde Valley to see more clearly. Call for an appointment or visit them online at cv-eyecare.com. They're still in the Basha Shopping Center and have a beautiful new facility. Camp Verde Eye Care accepts care credit.
This is Tyler. He's a 4-year-old gold and white medium-haired kitty with very big paws, and his fur is super, super, super soft. He has the most incredible mellow personality, and he's purring up a storm right now. He was found wandering with his brother Boston, and the very kind person picked them both up and brought them together, so they're obviously really quite bonded. They're now sharing a cottage together, and we think probably Boston and Tyler are a similar age, so we think they're both going to be 4 years old. And he would suit any sort of home because of his mellow personality. He takes very easily to strangers and sits on my lap, and I think that any sort of home would be great. Possibly even one with dogs, with cat-friendly dogs. So yeah, come and check him out. He really is awesome. He's got the most beautiful face. This is Coon Cat. He is a really sweet little man. He's 4 years old. He's darling. He's got these little white paws, a little bit of white underneath, and the gentlest of personalities. He is a little bit shy at first, so he does have to warm up to you, but once he is warmed up, he really has got the sweetest of natures. And he would suit any sort of home, just probably not a noisy one. But yeah, he's a very loving little cat, and he is just very sweet. Yeah, he's a cute little boy. He's a little bit nervous on my lap. He's warming up though, which is typical of him. He warms up quite quickly once he realises that you're friend. Here's a This is Honey, spelled H-O-N-I. She lost her human and somebody brought her to the shelter. She's a very sweet girl, a little bit shy, but she just warms up after a while. She's 7 years old, but that's young for a kitty. And she's got this beautiful fur. She's tabby, but she's got these beautiful splashes of gold on her. She really is quite exotic looking. She's very gentle, and I imagine she'd make a very good lap cat. She's probably more suited to a home that is very quiet, without children, with other dogs or kitties, but she would make a really great companion. She's very sweet, very loving, very trusting. This is Tubby. She is a beautiful Maine Coon kitty. She's 8 years old, and she may be called Tubby, but she's actually probably only around about the 14 to 15 pound mark, which is not unusual. She's really not that fat, and a little bit of weight management would soon take care of that. There's plenty of brands that do weight management. She seems to be very comfortable sat on my lap, and she seems to have a very sweet disposition. She's very pretty and very typical Maine Coon looks. She does have a little deformed ear that looks like something that maybe she was born with, or an accident that she had at some point. We actually don't know, but it doesn't seem to stop her looking very beautiful. And I think she'd suit any sort of home except probably one with very young children. It's unlikely that she will have met children before or lived with kids. She does seem to be very tolerant of other cats because she came from a hoarder situation where there are many, many cats, and they usually free feed, which is why she's gained a little bit of weight, but she's very sweet. This delightful little kitten is called Roger, and he is just 3 months old, but he's had his shots and he's been neutered, and he came in with 3 other siblings who have all been adopted right up until yesterday, so he is the last one left. He is very mellow, very sweet, and probably playful, being a kitten. He will likely adapt to any sort of home. He's got a very, very nice little nature. He's an orange tabby, and he's not got any white on him, so he's all orange. And he should grow up to be a very fine little kitty. And yeah, I think he'll suit any sort of home. So please come and check them out.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Humane Society of Sedona.
Opa, come and get your Greek on at the Greek Cafe located on Main Street in Collinwood.
Hi, I'm Karen. At the Greek Cafe, we specialize in authentic Greek and Mediterranean cuisine. Our fresh and homemade recipes date back over a century and have been handed down from generation to generation. At the Greek Cafe, we offer many exciting varieties such as gyros, kebabs, souvlaki, falafel, hummus, and delicious vegetarian plates. Come see for yourself. We're on Main Street in Cottonwood across from Sherwin-Williams.
Greek Cafe. Opa!
This is Black Tie. He is one of 4 siblings that came from another shelter, and he is about 5 months old. He's very, very sweet and playful. He lives in the big rooms here in the shelter, so he's used to a lot of kitties around him. I notice he does like playing with one of those little dangly things, so I think a playmate for him would be nice, but not essential. And he would probably suit any sort of home. He's black and short-haired, very silky. Cute little face. This is Marnie. She is a beautiful little grey and white Manx kitty. Manx means that she is carrying the Manx gene, which means she has no tail, which just makes her rather special. She's very, very sweet, very loving. She enjoys sitting on my lap, but she's also probably going to be very playful. Being a kitten, she's only 5 months old, which means that she would be better for children over 6 years old. But yeah, she's going to suit any sort of home, and I think she's going to be very adaptable. She didn't mind going into the carrier. She doesn't mind being on my lap. She doesn't really know me very well, but she's just very adaptable. She just really wants to play. Yeah, she's a good girl.
This is Panda. Panda's a 2-year-old male. He's domestic short hair. He came to us about a month ago. His owner had to move and had to give up the cats. Panda's lived with other cats before and gets along fine with them. He can be a little shy to start with, but once he settles in and is comfortable where he is, he just loves to be petted, rolled on his back, have his belly stroked. Hello. Again, this is Panda, 2 years old, neutered male.
This is Boo Boo. She is a silver and white kitty, or grey and white kitty, and she is 3 years old. She came to us and had 6 babies, so her babies are kind of grey and white, a bit of a combination, and some of those are being adopted or being adopted, and now it's her turn for a forever home. Because she's a very active little gal, I would say she would suit any sort of home. She's actually very, very playful and very much very much like a kitten herself. So I think she's going to be very, very adaptable and lively. And she's got a great personality. She just wants to play and run. She'll be great with kids, I think. This is Tillman. He loves to be petted and he's a very sweet boy. He's only 1 year old, so he's actually quite big. He hasn't long left his kitten stage, so he's probably very playful. He's black and it's likely that he gets along well with other kitties. He came as a stray, so we're not exactly sure of his background, but I think he'd be pretty adaptable to any sort of background, any sort of household, simply because he's just so very young. And he's a little bit frightened at first, but he warms up very quickly. He's actually quite relaxed now. And when he does meow, oh boy, he has got a very, very big voice. Aren't you? Yeah. Oh, and he's purring now. He's a very contented little boy, aren't you? Fancy that. Gone from wailing to purring in just a few minutes. This is Mia. She was raised in a foster home by one of our foster moms. We do fostering here of any kitties that are either young or pregnant or sick. And she is really, really well socialized. She's purring, so she obviously enjoys being handled. Her name is Mia, and she's 2.5 years old. And she'd probably suit any sort of home because she's just really relaxed on my lap here. And she's just really, really sweet. She's quite petite. She's quite little for her age at 2.5 years old. She's like a kitten herself.
After the break, we'll visit with the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.
Verde Veterinary Hospital in Cottonwood is your full-service companion animal hospital and has achieved AAHA accreditation, reflecting total commitment to provide quality veterinary care throughout the life of your pet. Verde Vet provides comprehensive medical, surgical, and dental care and offers 24-hour emergency service and house calls. Heartworm testing, feline viral testing, and nail testing, all available without an appointment. Verde Veterinary Hospital.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell: Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new Fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
The Adopt for Life Center for Animals is located on Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 3. They offer many adoptable dogs and cats. Volunteers are always needed in local rescues and animal shelters. Ask to speak with the volunteer coordinator. Visit the Adopt for Life Center for Animals online or in person for more information about adopting a new pet.
This beautiful guy is Safari. Safari is a 1-year-old heeler mix, and he's highly active. This guy needs lots and lots of exercise. So probably the best choice for him would be a home with a nice fenced-in yard where he can get out and run and burn off some of that pent-up steam he's got inside of him. Now, Safari's been with us for quite a while. He's been here since June, and I think part of that is because he is so active. He doesn't always present real well in his cage because he wants to get out, and so he jumps up in the cage and everything, but he's really a good dog. He walks wonderful, very easy to control. He likes his treats. He's friendly with everybody. He doesn't get all excited with other dogs. And so, I mean, he's just kind of a perfect guy, except for the fact that he tends to be a little bit active. So, but anyway, I can't think of a reason why somebody doesn't adopt him, but he, as I say, I think the most of it is he doesn't show real well in the kennel. But once you get him out, as you see, he's really a friendly guy, as long as you got food for him. But anyway, this is Safari. He's a beautiful guy. Heeler mix, 1 year old, lots of energy. This little boy is Danny. Danny is a 4-year-old Heeler mix. He's very, very loving. Just loves to be petted and cuddle up next to you. He'll just bury his head right in your lap. And he's a pretty good boy. He's high energy. He pulls just a little bit on the walk. Not that he pulls hard, but he doesn't leave any slack in the leash either. He likes to get out and go. He gets along pretty well with everybody. He's not a very aggressive guy. And I think it would be great to have a yard for him because he's so high energy that if he doesn't have that, then I think you're going to have a problem with him. So I would say you're going to need to get him lots of exercise, otherwise he's going to get kind of anxious on you. Very, very sweet. Just, again, loves people and loves to get out and go. He's a mover, so he's trying to move right now, in fact. So this is Danny, a 4-year-old male Heeler mix. This beautiful little girl is Truffles. Truffles is about a 6-year-old Calahuda hound. That's a mouthful. But Truffles is a wonderful girl. She came to us as a surrender. She knows all her basic commands of sit and stay and lay and all those good things. She is very good with kids. She had some kids in the home. She's also very good with other dogs, so pretty much the complete package. Her general nature is pretty calm. She can be a little protective of space. You know, she doesn't show real well in the kennel all the time when people come up because she's a little bit afraid. She is skittish, but she is just a wonderful girl. Her coat is so soft, and she's so pretty, and she just loves everybody. Be nice if she had a yard to run in. This is a kind of an active breed of dog. So if she had a yard that she could run in, that would be great. If not, she would get along pretty well as long as she got some regular walks. And people just love her. That's all she wants, is just to be loved. So again, this is Truffles. What a pretty girl she is.
This is Shaggy. She's a 1-year-old female, and she's a Chow Retriever mix. Shaggy is a little shy, and she was surrendered. Shaggy would need a fenced yard, and I think a quiet home. If someone has another dog, I would suggest a meet and greet. Sometimes they're shy in the shelter here, but if she gets out, she could change. She would need a lot of attention to get over her shyness. But she's a beautiful girl. She'd like a fenced yard. And I don't know about kids. It would be, with her shyness, it might be better to have her in a quiet home and get her settled down. But she's 1 year old, a little on the shy side, and she's a Chow Retriever mix. And that's Shaggy.
Okay, this beautiful brindle guy is called Joe. Joe Boxer. And Joe's been with us for just a few weeks now. He was found as a stray. He was wandering around by Arby's. He must have stopped in for something, didn't realize they were going to be closed. But anyway, he's just a wonderful guy. He's very, very gentle and loving. He's easy to walk. And he actually likes dogs and cats. I'm told, I haven't experienced that personally, but that's what I'm told, is he likes dogs and cats. He's a very, very gentle guy, and easygoing temperament to him, very, very alert. They say he's about 2 years old. I think that's probably pushing it. He might be a little bit younger than that, but certainly no more than 2 years old. And he's just a fantastic animal. There's not a thing wrong with him whatsoever that I could even mention to you to be aware of. So the only thing I'd be aware of is a lot of kisses, because he likes to give kisses. And that's Joe.
This is Ropa. Ropa is a 10-month-old lab mix puppy. She might, from the looks of her hair, have a little terrier in her. But the lab part, she's very playful. In her pen with her kennel mate there, she's very lively. Right now, she's probably a little camera shy. But with the lab mix, I'm sure she'd be good with children and with another dog. And it would be nice to have a yard and I'm sure long walks. She's a very friendly little puppy. And Ropa is a 1-year-old lab mix.
This beautiful little girl is Diamond. Diamond, as you can see, has a little bit of a Staffordshire Terrier mix in her. She's really, really a wonderful girl. She loves people, loves to give big sloppy kisses. Can I give a sloppy kiss? Not yet, okay. And as I say, she just loves people. Not so much other animals. I think she may have been one of those that they had in mind as a breeder. She's extremely powerful. Her muscle tone is amazing. So it makes me believe that whoever had her at first was kind of looking at her as being a breeder for some other pit bulls. But I think with some socialization she might do all right. But at first I really would suggest that she be the only animal, only pet in the home. As I say, she's very gentle with people. So I wouldn't have any concerns with her as far as being around children and everything. In fact, I think she'd love it. She loves to play. She's a high activity kind of a girl. And so I think it would just be a good situation for her to be in a home where she was the main focus of attention. She would need a yard to run around in. She is, as I say, very active. She needs lots and lots of exercise. Out on the road when we take our walk, she's very easy to walk. She doesn't pull at all. Hey, look up, look up. She doesn't pull. She just follows right along. When she gets closer to the shelter, she pulls because I think she sees it as home. But I think she'd much rather be in a real home where people could be there to love her all the time, right? Kiss. Good kiss. This beautiful girl is Lanny. Lanny is a 4-year-old, and we're told she is a Whippet Staffordshire Terrier mix. She's got the activity level of a Whippet, I can tell you that. She just goes, goes, goes. She's very easygoing. She loves life. She loves people. She likes other dogs, and she likes to run. So those are her characteristics. On her walk, she's just simply wonderful. It's almost fun to walk her because her ears are perked up all the time, her nose is sniffing, moving right along, not pulling on the leash, just out cruising for the day. So she really likes to be out there with her humans. She likes other doggies. Yeah, tell them you like other doggies. Come here, sit, sit. And the only problem with her is that she doesn't sit very well for very long. She wants to go. She's a goer. She's a mover and a shaker. But she'd be great with any kind of a family. She likes kids. She gets along pretty well with other dogs. Cats, we're told, she doesn't care much for, and sometimes small dogs kind of spook her a little bit. But other than that, she's really just great and gets along with everybody, and she'd be a wonderful pet. This beautiful girl is called Drusilla. Drusilla is a 1-year-old hound mix of some sort, pretty much pure hound, I would guess. She's a very, very active girl, and when you take her for walks, if she smells something, she's got her nose to the ground. If she smells it, she'll take off and just start baying like hounds do. So get ready for a little bit of noise with her. She loves kids, she loves dogs, she loves all kinds of people. Very, very gentle. I would say she'd be perfect for a real active family. Someone that's a hunter could probably train her because she's got some real natural instincts, if not some prior training at that. I just really enjoy taking her for a walk because she's a new experience every time. And just as long as you've got some place to exercise her, I think you're going to do real well. She's got a mind of her own. She's very curious. And anyway, I don't know what more to tell you. She's just a beauty. She's just a gorgeous, gorgeous dog, and well-behaved, and I think she'd make a family pet and actually a good companion for just about anybody. That's Drusilla.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.
Opa, come and get your Greek on at the Greek Cafe located on Main Street in Cottonwood.
Hi, I'm Karen. At the Greek Cafe, we specialize in authentic Greek and Mediterranean cuisine. Our fresh and homemade recipes date back over a century and have been handed down from generation to generation. At the Greek Cafe, we offer many exciting varieties such as gyros, kebabs, souvlaki, falafel, hummus, and delicious vegetarian plates. Come see for yourself. We're on Main Street in Cottonwood across from Sherwin-Williams.
Greek Cafe. Opa!
Verde Veterinary Hospital in Cottonwood is your full-service companion animal hospital and has achieved AAHA accreditation, reflecting total commitment to provide quality veterinary care throughout the life of your pet. Verde Vet provides comprehensive medical, surgical, and dental care and offers 24-hour emergency service and house calls. Heartworm testing, feline viral testing, and nail testing, all available without an appointment. Verde Veterinary Hospital.
This is Freddie, about a 5-year-old older gentleman, male, neutered, black and white. He's highly friendly. He loves other cats. He definitely loves people. He would like to follow you around all day and be your best friend forever. Freddie is probably fine with small children, although we haven't tested him. And he's definitely great with other cats. Again, Freddie, 5-year-old, male, neutered, black and white, very friendly, looking for his forever home, although hopefully not up there. This is Amor. She's a 1.5 years old, calico, female, spayed. She was a good mom here at the shelter. All of her kittens have been adopted. So now it's her turn to find a home. She's very playful. She loves to play. She gets along well with other cats, and she would be a fine addition to anybody's home. Again, Amor, 1.5 years old, female, calico, and looking for her forever home. This is Starsky. He's about 1.5 years, edging up on 2 years old. Male, black, obviously. He is one heck of a player. He loves other cats. He loves small children. He will play all day long if you have the energy. He is very affectionate. He can be a nice lap cat once you wear him out. And he would be a good addition to anybody's home. Again, Starsky, about 1.5 years, pushing towards 2 years old. Male, neutered, very playful, and looking for his forever home. Being a good boy. This is Babu, a female 2-year-old Siamese. She has beautiful blue eyes. She's a mature lady. She would be a perfect lap cat. She would prefer to be the only cat in your household, and she would love to go home with you today. Again, Babu, a female Siamese, beautiful blue eyes, show me blue eyes. And she would like to be an only cat since she is a mature lady. This is Peaches, a 1.5 years old, male, orange and white tabby. He's very playful, very friendly, gets along great with other cats. He likes kids. he would be a fine addition to anybody's household. Again, Peaches, 1.5 years old, orange and white tabby, very playful. He also would like to lay in your lap occasionally, in between playing, of course. And he gets along great with other cats.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.
Camp Verde Eye Care has moved, but not too far, just a few doors from where they were in the Outpost Mall. It's the same expert service from Dr. Jack Houston and his knowledgeable staff in their terrific new surroundings. Since 1976, Camp Verde Eye Care has been helping residents of the Verde Valley to see more clearly. Call for an appointment or visit them online at cv-eyecare.com. They're still in the Basha Shopping Center and have a beautiful new facility. Camp Verde Eye Care accepts care credit.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell: Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
This is Charm, a long-haired black cat. She's about 1 year old. She's still very timid. She would do great in a single pet household. She's very loving. She loves to sit on your lap. She, of course, is quite curious. And again, Charm, a long-haired black female, 1 year old, looking for her forever home. This is Mickey Mouse, an unfortunate name, but a great cat. He's about 7 years old, a male, neutered. His owner could no longer care for him, and he had to move in here at the animal shelter. He's declawed front and back, and he loves snuggling. He would make a great lap cat and is looking for his forever home. Again, Mickey Mouse, a male, neutered, 7 year old, declawed front and back cat looking for his forever home. This is Miggy. She's a mature lady of about 7. She's a Siamese seal point, spayed, and as you can see, she has delightful blue eyes. She was a surrender. Her owner couldn't care for her any longer, so she's a little distraught presently. She would make someone a lovely lap cat. We don't know how she gets along with dogs or young children, but she would definitely be a great candidate for an only cat in your home. Again, Miggy, M-I-G-G-Y, Siamese seal point, about 7 years old, and she'd make a good addition for anyone's home. Cyrus, 2-year-old male, light orange tabby. He's highly playful. He likes other cats, gets along well. He would also be a fine lap cat in between play sessions. And again, Cyrus, 2-year-old male, orange tabby, very playful, likes other cats, would make a fine addition to anybody's home. This is Toffee, female spayed tiger. She is about 5 or 6 months old. She's highly playful, likes other cats, and gets along well with children. She's been in our free-ranging cat room and had a lot of exposure with a lot of different types of people and children. Would make a fine addition to any home. Again, Toffee, 5, 6 month old, female spayed, tiger tabby. This is Magic, a 5, 6-year-old female spayed tortie. She's very friendly. She'd make a great lap cat. She likes other cats, gets along well with them, and she would be a fine addition to anybody's home. Again, Magic, 5, 6-year-old tortie, female, spayed, looking for her forever home.
All animals leaving the Adopt for Life Center for Animals are given rabies vaccinations and are spayed or neutered. If the animal's not old enough, vouchers will be given to the adopted family. Visit the Adopt for Life Center for Animals on Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood to visit with any of the animals seen on this program. More pets are waiting for new homes at the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.